Wow, my beautiful hair is getting longer. It's. I mean, I still remember Michael saying it. Michael, I named myself after that guy. He was a G. I mean, not in all regards, but he was pretty close, pretty close. Michael and Dongguan is what he used to call himself. I call myself, But, alright, so I've been having a lot of interesting discussions on X and all that. One of them was slavery. I keep talking about this whole thing about Indians living their life, and everybody in the world does, but Indians especially, on mega fucking coke. Uh, Liberals live their life on coke. We all know that because they all want what people like I have, but they never get it. No girls, no fitness, no money, and not even that money is that important. If you're good with girls and if you're that guy, really that guy, not just talking about it, then money will automatically, ultimately, if you do the thing, come to you. But so there was this discussion about should the Indians blame? I mean, Indians have this habit of blaming the British for everything, but they'll never point out the good things. Kind of like history teaches you a bunch of bullshit. They'll tell you that Winston Churchill, who I consider to be a great leader, he may have had some faults, but we're all flawed. He starved people in Bengal to death or something. I mean, what would you do in that situation? Oh, General Dyer killed so many people in Jallianwala and all. It was bad. Yeah, I'm not condoning it, but anybody with power, and the fact of the matter is that Indians themselves allowed the East India fucking Company in, or they wouldn't have come. It's that simple. People don't talk about that. It's like black people selling their own people into slavery. Nobody talks about that. Oh, the white man. You know what? White people had slavery too. Google white slavery. Chimney boys in the 1800s. I mean, it's human nature. Everybody wants to dominate. Power. I keep writing about this. Power is what it's all about. I keep telling you that power is not. The psyop is that you earn respect. No. You may earn face, but real respect, real power, you have to snatch it. There's a reason they call people like me and some other people G's, gangster. That's real power. That's real brutality. For a man, you have to force things or nothing will ever work. That's just what it is. I mean, you look at Trump, you look at Putin, you look at any world leader, you might hate everything about him, but you respect him. If you don't, so you have no choice. I mean, you can respect Mother Teresa, but who's done more? And even she's got all this controversy and all that. But so the question was from a girl. Now I call women slaves because there's no other dynamic that works. And by that, I don't mean I literally chain them or something. It's actually women that get on YouTube. This video went viral. They get on YouTube and say every male child should start life in prison and then earn their way up. So to that, I posted something about, every adult female should be permanently chained, like they did in India back then, make them work like horses and tie them up in the barn at night. Because, I mean, if you're going to do that to kids, we'll talk about kids. We'll talk about women and brutality and all that. But again, should slavery be brought back? I don't know. I mean, this girl was asking me. I mean, it's going to happen anyway, so you might as well do it openly. I mean, people, what are your housemates? What are your fucking, I don't know, cooks? And I mean, it's a different level of slavery. And the wheel is coming full circle. Old school is coming back. And, that's what it is. People all want it. Now, the so-called middle class, liberals, rich and poor will admit this right off of the bat. Everybody wants it. The so-called middle class and liberals will have this, oh, but that's uncivilized, that's horrible to these people, and blah, blah, blah. But they all want it just as much. They'll look at a guy getting it done, like Ben, and sneakily they'll make comments like he looks and, oh, I'd take a massage if it was free. Oh, I wish I had that. He even called the country he simps to, India, a total shithole. Gotta say I agree, but he did that, and he'll never admit it, but it's there on his I've screenshotted it and all that. These guys are just hypocrites. I mean, you might as well be honest about it. It's human nature. Throughout human nature, every race has had slaves within itself. And if they could, they controlled other people. People want power. It is that fucking simple. Now, in terms of bringing it back, I don't know. I get it without it being brought back. So why the fuck would I care? I don't care. And it's not like I'm that. You gotta. I say a lot of things, but I don't actually. If you actually saw those women that I talked to and spoke to them, this is what nobody does. I keep telling people that blame me for being misogynistic, a rapist, gay, etc., etc. Why don't you talk to those women yourself? I don't need to be involved. You and her talk. But they don't do that. They don't do that because they know I'm not lying. I don't abuse women or, they're happy to call me emperor and submit. It's just what it is. I mean, if you're that guy, they all, Paula does it very openly, and she's not even, she's older than I am. I mean, these older women say it. Anyway, growing up, man, and even not growing up, even like 5 or 10 years ago, domestic labor in India, do you know who employs it most? Child labor. It's women, and it's not men that treat them brutally. This woman outside our house, and this was when I was young, literally the servant was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7, and it was a boy in that case, but they do it to girls too. I mean, they literally, they'd come home and her kids were the same age, and that servant would literally, outside the house, public view, bring home footwear or something in, because Indians have this thing of, everything outside the gate can be total shit, but my own house needs to be pristinely cleaned. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. I mean, and everybody had, then there was another case where it was fucking pouring cats and dogs. 6-year-old girl shows up to work. I mean, her employer, another woman, used to give her a bowl of food about this much, which is, I guess, I don't know, I'm not commenting on. And she used to eat sitting on the doorstep, and it was literally, one day she was a little late, and you should see the tongue lashing she got, and, her husband was yelling and all that. But here's the thing, and this isn't just child labor, this isn't just countries in the subcontinent. You look at Dubai, you look at, Oman, you look at any of these places. It isn't just Indian or poor, it's Nepalese, but those countries have kind of, like, China has completely banned it a long time ago. The Philippines has just banned it. But in all these cases, I mean, you literally have cases in India of women inserting burning matchsticks and whatever the hell it was into a 12-year-old girl's private parts because she had the audacity, how dare she, to try on her employer's makeup without permission. That was, that's an actual case. You can Google it. You don't have to believe me. But you know what happens? Men get blamed for everything. A man, these women don't even go to jail. Nobody puts them in jail. They brutally exploit the kids. Brutally. But it's the men that get blamed. A guy, like with me, I mean, I could talk to any woman, office girl, housemaid, I could talk to rich women in China that have like 10 times this, and I have, and I'd get blamed for being a rapist, I'd get blamed for being a misogynist and all this, but actual abusive people never get fucking blamed. Women are the ones that really they're the brutal psychopaths, they're the ones that want all this slavery, and my point is simple. I mean, if they can do it, so can I. Not that I would to kids. That's a red line for me. I'm not going to do that with kids. But adult women that willingly do it, I'm not going to be embarrassed about it. I'm not going to say, oh, that's not good because I'm a man. I mean, these women get away with bloody murder quite literally. Nobody, even the courts, then, oh, that's a woman, we can't say anything. Fuck that shit. Women are the ones, Google it. Women are the ones that abuse and not just domestic help, other women. You put 3 women in a room together, see what happens. Cat fights. You give them everything. You give them food, you give them water, you give them aircon, whatever the hell, cigarettes, aircon, whatever the hell it is, drinks, whatever the hell it is, but they'll fight. They'll cat fight. Same thing doesn't happen with men. With men, it's much simpler. It's a fist fight and then it's fucking over. Uh, I mean, and women keeping slaves is tolerated, basically, because they're women, you know. So if a woman comes up and says, oh, I keep a man as, and you see this all over acts, like people like Ben promote it. Like, you know, he ties his, that gay little thing around his neck and he does so-called, you know, he humps the grass tied to a fucking tree because he wants, you know, he called it some sort of a Hindu push-up, but it's not. It's something gay. It's not even a push-up. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I mean, Hindu push-ups, you should ask a former Hindu, you know, I mean, or former so-called Hindu. I used to be an atheist before Christian, because he wants Indian guys to fuck him in the ass. That's why he does it, you know, because he simps, because he's a Jew, and he simps to Indians. These Jews think Indians are easier to control, so they simp to them openly. I mean, but it's so gay, man. It's so gay. Back to the original question. Should slavery be brought back? If I had to say yes or no, I would say no. Not that kind of slavery. But I mean, because I'm not near as brutal. I mean, again, if people think I'm so brutal towards women, if people think I'm a rapist, a misogynist, a toxic, whatever it is, why don't you ask those women? But you're never going to do that. Okay, you don't want to ask. Has any woman come forward and actually said it, provided any proof? Even women that I don't agree with haven't gone to court. Like, for example, a certain somebody, my ex, keeps blaming me for, you know, being gay, rapist, that he raped girls in China. She sent me emails saying, you know, I hope you rot in jail, or something like that. But I didn't, and this was China. You think if I had actually done something like that, I would be, you know, sitting here fucking, you know, running my mouth on all this? No. I speak from a place of very deep personal experience, you know, and you know, it's just getting way out of limit. Any guy that's a success at anything, first of all, people close to you will cancel you. You'll lose your relationship because no girl is going to stay with you. That's why I said slavery works best with women, because they have to. You pay them, they have to. Simple. So it's not slavery. It's, you know, servitude or whatever. But, I mean, then people are going to attack you online. Now I'm way past all those stages. What happens is then your channels get banned. Oh, I forgot. I'm way past getting my channels banned. Anything new I do, they just fucking up and ban it, you know, whatever. Not anything. But here's the funny thing. Gay things, like, you know, I have another business where I openly promote LGBTQ and all that, but done privately, because I stay true to my core beliefs. I mean, if you're a guy that likes to dress up in a skirt in the bedroom, in private, away from me, and you don't want to chop my kid's balls off, or, you know, whatever, change gender, whatever, then I'm fine with it. Do what the fuck you like. We all have the right to do what the fuck we like. Who am I to be? I mean, I may not do it myself, but, you know, so long as there's no kids or whatever. But that sort of content never gets banned. It's pretty clear. Even Grok has turned woke. AI is woke. It's also woke, man. If a liberal like Fat Ben makes death threats against you publicly, he'll never get banned. He'll never get, you know, they'll promote him. I say one thing about the Jews, they ban it. It's like, or they don't ban it, but they say it's like, you know, hateful conduct. If I just point out facts, like Jewish people literally offer baby sacrifices. Their Talmud or whatever the hell that is. Yeah, Talmud, oh, I don't know, mud. 7 genders, like 7. I mean, I thought 3 were bad enough, you know. and all kinds of like they hang people upside down. And there's a video I had on my website of Obama doing that. And that Obama wasn't doing that, but he was standing next to people that were doing it. Now you guys are gonna say this is a scam or whatever. It's not a scam. It's not fake. It's not AI. It was before the time of AI. And what's horrifying is the guy that sent it to me. He bought Gorilla Grip Advanced. Never heard from him after that. I wonder why. He was a former cop. It's there on the website, and I'm not gonna hide about it. You know. But anyway, oh, I don't even remember what the fuck I was ranting about, man. But I had to get that off my fucking chest, so I have. And yeah, I mean, see y'all later. But yeah, if I had to choose yes or no, I'd just say that no, not that kind, not that brutal, not that kind of brutality. But I'm also gonna say, you work in an office, you're an employer's slave, essentially. That's okay. You can be very politically correct about it, but you gotta do what he says. You can either do it the easy way or the hard way. It's that simple. Human nature doesn't depend on race. We're all the fucking same. The difference is I'm honest about it. And it's not the guys that are honest you gotta watch out for. It's the guys that hide things. And, Stallone, get Carter, I believe he said it, that it's those sneaky ones. We're all a little freaky, Doreen, but it's those quiet ones you gotta watch out for. Dr. Lecter did this so fucking well, man. Look at Dr. Lecter. He's like the perfect grandpa. One moment he's sitting there, he's feeding you something, then you realize, oh my god, I just ate you. I just ate an orchestra member's human liver, and, I could do that, but I don't want to do that. I'm very upfront about who I am. I'm not going to be apologetic about anything I've ever said, because I've never done or said anything wrong. It's that simple. You want to cope? Cope away. Later.